Good morning everyone and welcome to Gyan Vihar University Jaipur. I am Dr. Mahendra Kumar Dhakar, Assistant Professor, Gyan Vihar School of Education, Suresh Gyan Vihar University Jaipur. Friends, today we discuss about exercise during pregnancy period. Exercise is defined as regular, leisure time, physical activities to improve physical conditions, ability or health. Previous studies indicate that women with uncomplicated pregnancies are fit for exercise with few restrictions, without any risk of harm to the mother and fetus. A myth prevails that athletes, gymnasts and horsewomen may experience difficult labors due to strong pelvic floor muscles, and these questions are frequently discussed and chatting website for pregnant women. However, training of the pelvic floor muscles may produce strong and well controlled muscles that will facilitate labor, and one randomized controlled trial has demonstrated that intensive pelvic floor muscles training in pregnancy prevented a prolonged second stage of labor in about 1 in 8 women. Improved aerobic capacity and general muscular strength may also be beneficial and facilitate labor, but this has been sparsely studied in randomized control trials. Understanding the effects of exercise during pregnancy on the fetus and neonate is just beginning to be explored. The effects of aerobic exercise on maternal health have been long understood, with the body of research indicating the safety and efficacy of maternal exercise training regarding fetal and neonatal health in growing. Fetal and neonatal health is growing. The fetus is not at risk of hypoxia or significant bradycardia during maternal exercise. The neonate of exercising women is also not at risk of being born disproportionately or underweight, but is similar to women who have not exercised. Moreover, fetus of exercising women have decreased body fat mass compared to fetus of non-exercising mothers. Based on socio-cultural reasons, pregnant women are encouraged to reduce physical activity during pregnancy because of worries about potential harms such as early pregnancy loss, or reduced placental circulation. In 1985, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists (ACOG) published a guideline for the safe physical activities during pregnancy. According to American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists recommendation, pregnant women are encouraged to do low impact, moderate intensity and regular exercise during this period. They also were told to avoid intensive activities such as jogging or cycling or more than 15 minutes per session. ACOG recommended doing new intensity exercise every day more than or equal to 30 minutes. They also suggested high intensity exercises to be done 3 times a week with 20 minutes or more duration. Since then, there has been a dramatic change in how doctors and scientists prescribe exercise during pregnancy. Exercise is now thought to be great for the mothers and the unborn child. Researchers also now starting to look even more closely at how exercise can influence a baby's health in the womb and how these effects might translate into protection from future health problems. Physical activity during pregnancy is known to result in health benefits as much as among non-pregnant individuals. For example, women who exercise while pregnant exercise less muscular discomforts and depressive symptoms, keep their weight gain within normal range, and pregnants lower blood pressure and present lower blood pressure and blood sugar levels. Evidence also shows that children may benefit from maternal exercise. as preterm birth is less frequent among exercisers. Besides, active mothers are more likely to present healthier lifestyle that may influence future health outcomes, such as future diabetes and hypertension. There is no doubt about benefits of physical activity among the general populations. Recommendations are available about benefits of physical activity during pregnancy. Similar to other periods, physical activity will be valuable for reducing cardiovascular problem, limiting weight gain, decreasing musculoskeletal discomfort, reducing lower limb edema, and pregnancy specific benefits such as reducing risk of developing gestational hypertension and diabetes. Most women are concerned about effects of physical activity on their own health and fetus health. Reason 1. Why women should exercise during pregnancy? This is due to health. It's been known that those who exercise, including pregnant women, tend to have lower resting heart rates than those who don't do exercise during pregnancy. Lower heart rates can be a sign of an efficient heart. High heart rates have been linked to greater risk of cardiovascular disease. Reason 2. The benefits of exercising while pregnant also last into a child's life after birth. Higher heart rate variability if they had exercised along with their moms in utero. Walker. These benefits can lead into healthier childhood years in which they have more efficiently pumping heart. Why women should exercise during pregnancy? The reason 3rd is prepare women and her baby before birth. Strong muscles and a fit heart can greatly ease labor and delivery. Gaining control over your breathing can help you manage pain. And in this event of a lengthy labor, increased endurance can be a real help. And reasons for regain pre-pregnancy body more quickly. Women will gain less fat weight during her pregnancy if you continue do exercise, assuming she exercised before becoming pregnant. But don't expect to try to lose weight by exercising during pregnancy. For most women, the goal is to maintain their fitness level throughout pregnancy. मैं study Linda May, now at East Carolina University in North Carolina, has long been interested whether benefits like the extended to baby. In her 10,010 study, she and her colleague collected a group of 26 pregnant women who reported that they had been exercised 3 times a week for more than 30 minutes per session. When researchers brought the moms into a lab at 36 weeks, they found that the babies in their bellies too had lower heart rates than those carried by the moms they studied who were not regular exercise. In another study, May recruited 60 women at 30 weeks of pregnancy and brought them into the gym 3 times a week for other aerobic and mixed aerobic and weight training exercise. A control group of women came into stretch and chat with researchers, keeping their heart rates low. At 34 weeks, about 6 weeks before the baby's due dates, the researcher checked in with the heart rate within the wombs, whether their moms were pumping iron or spinning. The babies in the bellies of exercising moms played along. their heart rates were lower and more variable, another sign of heart health, and pumped more blood with each beat than the teeny heart inside moms in the control group. The results indicate that exercise during pregnancy, far from harming the fetus, can be incredibly beneficial for both mom and baby. And timing matters. Exercise during pregnancy as opposed to pre-pregnancy fitness seems to be doing something extra special message. In this most recent study, about half of the group had not exercised previously and still saw similar effects on their babies' hearts. In some of May's past work, she collected data on moms' pre-pregnancy body mass index and their resting heart rates, age, and how much weight they gained in pregnancy. But these things didn't explain the link between the fetus heart health and the exercise done in pregnancy. Benefits at birth and beyond. Some benefits to the heart may last into a child's early life. Earlier this year, May and colleagues found that month-old infants still had higher heart rate variability if they had exercised along with their moms in utero. Another set of results from May's group, not yet published, suggest that kinds up to 6 years old still carry some of these early workouts with them. Youngsters whose moms exercised while pregnant have higher ejection fractions, which indicates their hearts are pumping blood more efficiently. As for what types of exercise brings the most benefit, May has found that aerobic exercise is great for the mom, lowering her heart rate and helping her gain less fat. But a mix of aerobics and strength training may be even better for the baby. Precautions. Precautions is important during exercise, because if we have no some precautions, it may be harmful for mothers and fetus. So please, we must precautions and listen carefully it. Avoid aerobic exercise during pregnancy if you have some problem. Hemodynamically significant heart disease. If you have that type heart disease, you didn't do aerobic exercise during pregnancy. Restrictive lung disease. If you have restrictive lung disease, you must didn't aerobic exercise during this period. Incompetent cervix circles. If you haven't a strong cervix, if you have some problem in your cervix, please avoid aerobic exercise during pregnancy. Multiple gestation at risk for premature labor. Persistent second or third trimester bleeding and placenta previa after 26 weeks of gestation. Premature labor during the current pregnancy and ruptured membranes. Please avoid aerobic exercise. Pre-eclampsia pregnancy reduce hypertension. Take precautions with aerobic exercise during pregnancy if you have some problem. Severe anemia. If pregnant mother have severe anemia, first she must take prescribed nutrients full diet by gynecologist and nutrients expert. Unevaluated maternal cardiac arrhythmia, chronic bronchitis. If you have some chronic bronchitis problem, you must avoid aerobic exercise. Poorly controlled type 1 diabetes. If you have diabetes, if you have poorly controlled type 1 diabetes, you can't take aerobic exercise. Extreme morbid obesity. Extreme underweight, body mass index below 20. First you try to gain weight, takes nutrients full diet, take rest, and increase your body mass index. History of extremely sedentary lifestyle. Your lifestyle is also important issue for exercise. Intrauterine growth restriction and restriction in current pregnancy. Poorly controlled hypertension. First you must control your hypertension. Orthopedic limitations is also significant issue for exercise. Poorly controlled seizure disorder. And poorly controlled hyperthyroidism. If you have problem related to orthopedic problem, hyperthyroidism problem, hypertension, you must first control of it, then you can exercise, but in under supervision of expert. Heavy smoker. If a mother heavy smoker, she can't exercise. There are certain exercise and activities that can be harmful if performed during pregnancy. Please avoid that type exercise. First is holding your breath during any activity. Activities where falling is likely, such as skiing and horseback riding. Contact sports such as softball, football, basketball and volleyball. Any exercise that may cause even mild abdominal trauma, including activities that include jamming, monitors or rapid change in direction, activities that require intensive jumping, hopping, skipping or bouncing. Please avoid this type activities. Deep knee bends, full sit-ups, double leg raises and straight leg toe touches. Don't do this type activities and exercise. Bouncing while stretching, don't do. Exercise that require lying on your back or right side for more than 3 minutes, especially after your 3rd month of pregnancy. Please avoid this type exercise. Heavy exercise spurts followed by long period of no activity. Exercise in hot, humid weather may be avoided. Scuba diving, that is the important. Scuba diving, please avoid maybe. Thank you for carefully listening.